Hello folks and welcome back to another round of Music Bickering with Sam Mandel.
Music Bickering.
My name is Sam Foreman. I'm from fourpack.com, big ticket out of Brooklyn and Selective Service, and I'm here with...
I had a little gas there. I'm Mandel Walagan from MandelWeb.com. This is the last of our series of stuff.
For 2006, at least. We'll be doing this again at some point when we figure out the ways the internets can keep us together. Oh my god, no. No. I have no idea where that hand's been. Wait, no, I do.
Did I do
know where it's been.
Yes.
It just happened to be a good coincidence that we were local for a little while and could do these tapings. Well, yes, at the same time and place, you know.
Same time zone.
Usually it's sort of an East Coast, West Coast kind of thing. It's kind of hard to
West
coordinate
side.
these things.
I still haven't figured it out. Maybe
Yeah.
my resolution for 2007, I'll figure it out.
Right.
What we're going to do this time, we will stick to our music minute format where each of us will get a minute to talk. But this time, we're not going to talk about just one CD. We're going to talk about our 3 favorite CDs of 2006. And then we'll also pick one of those CDs to recommend to the other and try to convince the other to like. So, shall we get our respective...
The coin? We have the coin?
I have a coin. Right.
Oh, thank goodness. Not down your pants.
I've won 2 out of, well, there's something else in it. I've won 2 out of 3 of these. See if
Is it really winning? Alright, here, come on. Good old Tails. Come on, Tails! That wasn't a flip, but I'll take it.
It's a Tails.
But I'll take it. The 3 discs that, for now, I'm picking as my top 3 of the year come from the UK, from Chicago, and from Philly. I think my favorite album of the year comes from Chicago's Office. It was a band that I discovered from a couple different music blogs and from iTunes. They offered up a song from their album Q&A for free this year, and it's fantastic. It's a wonderful mix of sort of lo-fi indie pop, but with really crack production that it's lush and beautiful and really great to listen to. Fantastic pop rock album. The Pipettes are a British girl group that have revived the Supreme sound for a modern generation. It's a fantastic throwback album. Their shtick is great, their songs are fantastic, and their voices are good too. The Roots Game Theory is the best hip-hop album of the year. It's fantastic lyrics, unbelievably quality musicianship, and there's some really great pop hooks in there too. Long Time is probably my favorite single of the year, and it's there's nothing worth skipping on that album.
Here are my 3 picks for 2006. Number 3, Under the Influence of Giants' debut album. A nice, really great, strong debut featuring a lot of dance pop, kind of falling somewhere in between Maroon 5 and Scissor Sisters. Mama's Room, one of the great singles of this year, as well as In the Clouds. Highly recommend that if you're into pop with a little dance to it. Number 2 would be My Chemical Romance's Black Parade. I have to say I was a little skeptical about it. I'm not a big emo person, but this concept album works from top to bottom, plus it's got a Liza Minnelli cameo on it, so you really can't go wrong with that. Welcome to Black Parade, by the way, is the best single I've heard so far this year. And finally, number 1, no big surprise, Scissor Sisters Ta-Da. Great follow-up to the debut album. Every song pretty much good, and got to pick that one up along with the bonus disc, because you get the bonus disc, you get the Paul Williams song, collaboration, Almost Sorry. So those are my 3 picks. And now time for the swap. Okay.
Time to play the fugue or something.
Oh, no. Not that. Okay,
no.
now
we're done with all the fuss and
We're done with the fuss and the video. Which of those 3 do you highly recommend for me?
If I had one wish this holiday season, it would be for Mandel to pick up and listen to a copy of Office's Q&A. No, this is not the soundtrack to the hit show with Steve Carell and Jenna Fisher.
Now, why would I like it? Why would I particularly like it?
It satisfied me on a number of levels because it is really well produced. The production is extremely complicated, and it creates a sort of Daniel Lanois sound to the record, which is really beautiful and enveloping when listening to it in headphones. And the songs are complicated arrangements sometimes, you know. The band, although it's rooted in sort of lo-fi, post-punk, indie rock kind of stuff, is not afraid of embracing power pop. There's beautiful harmonies and melodies and sort of catchy, sunny lyrics that often are paired really interestingly with the sort of thick, dense production. And it's amazingly satisfying. There's not a single song that is worth passing by. It was a complete out of nowhere left field kind of treat to discover it on iTunes this year, and it got some very good press on a number of different blogs and newspapers and stuff, and it's
Including our blog.
including my blog, which
Service.com.
I loved it. I recommend it to anybody I can pass it along to. The band, as far as I know, I think they just signed a record deal just maybe like a month ago, and are working on a new album to come out. So if you can still get this on iTunes, it's definitely worth picking up. It's rocky enough to satisfy me, and it's poppy enough that I think you'll really appreciate it.
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup of rock and pop.
Exactly.
Well, I highly recommend. My Chemical Romance's Black Parade. No, you're not very big into concept albums, but I think this is one that works. And I think what's also cool about this, it achieves what Meatloaf's Bad Outta Hell 3 tried to, but didn't do so well, is that making a big, over-the-top, theatrically grand, crazy, power pop, power rock album. Along the lines of even Queen, a lot of Queen influence is in the album, and it's just a really the songs are, even though it's big and sprawling, each song is very tight too. And like I said before, Liza Minnelli makes a cameo in it, so really, how can you go wrong with that?
There's actually a number of ways you can go wrong with that. Just ask David Gass.
Those
that
are
wasn't so
problems
much a cameo, I guess, though. He was living with her. It's very different. In doses, I'm sure she's fine.
But the influences run their gamut. You got a little bit of T-Rex going in there. And, like I said, I'm not a big emo person.
Does this shed the emo tag?
I think it does.
That's what held me off from their first. I thought I'm Not Okay was a fantastic single off of their last album. But the other ones that I heard really sort of were like a little too.
They definitely
silly. Goth silly.
They've reached a new level with this, and there is a cohesiveness to this album which I think I see more than I've heard in more than other albums. So definitely buy it. Definitely listen to it. And I still think you're dead wrong on the Scissor Sisters to that.
That's okay. You can be dead wrong too. It's sort of like Moonlighting, but not.
Am I least Beasley? Happy holidays, Sam.
Happy holidays, man.